Hello guys, welcome to our channel. So today we are going to discuss the books which are in news for the UPSC and other competitive exams. As you know, many questions are asked from uh, like uh, you know many questions are asked from the books. Okay, so we will discuss about the books, their authors, and what are the content of that book. Okay, so let's begin. So the first book is The Rajiv I Knew and Why He Was India's Most Misunderstood Prime Minister. This book was written by Manishankar Iyer, okay? And the book unravels the various controversies and takes a close look at the accord signed by the Rajiv Gandhi with insurgents and other discontents to end violence and restore peace in tranquility in disturbed region. For example, you know that Rajiv Gandhi signed various pacts with the insurgents, with the LTTE. So this book highlights about that things and why he was most misunderstood prime minister. So like uh, content is not too much relevant for the exam, but the author's name is too much important. Okay, so mainly focus over the author's name and kindly just go through the content of the book. Okay, so I am compiling 6 months of books into one, and I will make another part for the rest of the book, which is not covered here. Okay, so let's begin with another book, Knife Meditations After an Attempted Murder. Who wrote this book? Salman Rushdie. Okay, it mentions about the attack on him in 2022. In 2022, his life was he was stabbed with knife. Okay, so that's why he wrote a book. You have to just remember the name of the book and of the author. Okay, like it will be asked in the prelims, like objective in who wrote this book, or you know if you will go with PYQ, one or two questions are asked from the books also, which are in news in recent times. Third one is Breaking the Mold, Reimagining India's Economic Future. This book is written by Raghuram Rajan and Rohit Lamba. So you know Raghuram Rajan was former governor of RBI. Okay. So what in this book, what they are saying, the authors, like both of the authors have co-written this book. They explain how we can accelerate economic development by investing in our people's human capital, expanding opportunities in high skilled services and manufacturing center on innovative new products, and making India a ferment of idea and creativity. So this book deals about like the growth plan for India, like what should be our approach for the, like if we want to grow. Okay, if we want to boost our economy, so we have to like focus on the human capital. Like we are the most populous country right now, so we have to focus on the human capital and providing them the proper skill set to make our country a manufacturing hub for everything. Okay, so next thing is Being Hindu, Being Indian. This book is based on Lala Lajpat Rai's ideas of nationhood, and this book is written by Vanya Vedahi Bhargav. So, like you can, this one is important. Like it can come in prelim exams. Okay, uh, about it is related to Lala Rajpat Rai's his point of view of seeing the nationhood. Okay, and it provides the comprehensive thoughts of Lala Rajpat Rai. Okay, Lala Rajpat Rai, and it also outlines the question of present day politics. Present day politics is overcast and everything. So this highlights like what is the effect on the present day politics, and what we should learn from his Lala Rajpat Rai's point of view of nationhood. uh, Next one is Until August, the lost novel from the winner of the Nobel Prize. So this novel is written by Gracia Mark. Okay, the key point which make it important is that it is first novel of him which is based on a female protagonist. Okay, and in this novel what happens, the main character of this novel, every August she goes to a place where her mother is buried. Okay, and what happens when she come back with a new lover. So that content is not too much relevant for the exam, but this thing like the writer's name and the novel's name, these two things are important. So next we will go with Hindutva and violence against women. This book is written by Brinda Karat. Okay, uh, in this book what it highlights the social, political, and cultural implications of Hindutva and violence against women. Okay, you have to remember these things only. So next book, I Have the Streets. This book is written by R. Ashwin and Siddharth Monga. So in this book, what it is highlight, it is based on the biography of R. Ashwin, how he played on the streets, and from the street he went to the international games. Like he became the international cricketer, and like he has many trophies and many achievements in cricket, international cricket. Another book is What Went Wrong with Capitalism. This book is written by Ruchir Sharma, and it highlights the issues with global capitalism, like how it failed, what are its pros and what are its cons, and proposes the alternative economic models. So this book can be asked in the UPSC prelims. Okay, so this one is also important. And just remember the name Arvind Pangaria. You may have heard his name many times because he is well-known economist and he has written a lot of books. Okay, so what is this book's name? India's Trade Policy, the 1990s and Beyond. So what he says in this book, it highlights the Indian trade policies after the 1919 reforms of LPG. Okay, so let's move forward. Uh, Another book's name, Just a Mercenary, Notes from My Life and Career. This book is written by Dr. Subbarao. He was also a former governor of RBI, like Raghuram Rajan. He was also a former governor of RBI. It mentions the challenges faced, like what are the ups and downs of his life during the tenure of his governor as a RBI. So point to be noted, he was governor from 2018 to 13. So likely you can also remember the tenure of Raghuram Rajan. Okay, you know UPSC have a tendency to ask like questions to merging two three questions. Okay, so you have to remember tenured as well as the name of the book and the writer. A Democracy in Retreat, Revisiting the Ends of Power. This book is written by Ashwani Kumar. In this book, what it highlights the challenges faced by the modern democracies. Like what are the challenges faced by the modern democracy, and he focus on the depletion of the democratic values, governance issues. Like what are the governance issues and what are the challenges faced by the democracies. And he also highlights the how democratic institutions are weakened by the corruption, populism, and political polarization. Like there are many allegations over the government that they are handling they are controlling the central agencies on their own. But these are all allegations. Nothing is proved. That's why we will say everything is allegation. So he point out what are these how corruption is going on, and what are the effect of the political polarization. And another one more book is Gujarat under Modi. So this book is written by Christopher Jefferlet. Okay. It highlights the state's development policies and strategies, like what were the policies and strategies uh, followed by Narendra Modi while he was the chief minister of Gujarat. It also highlights the controversies, like there are many controversies with him. So he also this book also mentions that controversies. And another one book is India at the rate 100 and Visioning. This book is written by Krishnamurti Subramaniam. It presents India's vision, what will be our approach, as we will be covering our 100 years of independence in 2047. Okay. The next book is My Beloved Life. This book is written by Amitabh Kumar. This book explores the theme of love, loss, identity, and the immigrant experience, reflecting Kumar's own life. What happens, the people who migrate from one place to other place, what are the challenges faced by them, what are you have seen, like in COVID-19, many were migrants who are working in various parts of country. So what are the challenges faced by them? So through his personal narrative he shows the world, like what are the challenges faced by the immigrants. Okay. So remember the book and the writer. The Golden Route. Okay. This book is written by William Dalrymple. So this book focuses on the ancient India's Silk Road. India was a Silk Road at that time. India traded in silk with China. Like the route went from China to India. So he says about the Silk Road and the cultural exchanges over the centuries. As we traded with rest of the part of the world, there was lot of cultural exchange between us. So he combines the narrative with rich historical context, exploring the impact of trade on the region's diverse culture. Like these cultures, what happened, what were the impact of the trade on the region's diverse culture, and what on the religions, Islam came to India, Christianity came to India, and the societies at that time. Okay. So another book is Something Lost, Something Found. This is written by Hillary Clinton. You know, she is a politician in US, uh, and in this book, she has mentioned her views on life, politics, liberty, and democracy. Okay. Another one is Orbital. This is like a book written by Samantha Harvey, and he has won Booker Prize in 2024 for another book. And this book story is about the International Space Station, which explores Earth's fragility and beauty. And one of the more important book, Witness. This is written by Sakshi Malik and Jonathan Selvaraj. You know, Sakshi Malik is a woman wrestler, and there was a lot of controversy going around them last year on the, I will not take the names of anyone, but there were some of the controversies, you know about them. So this book highlights ups and downs of her life. Okay, what are the challenges faced by her and all that thing. Okay, another, like I said you, the name Arvind Pangaria, you have to remember the name, the person. You will listen his name several times. Like he write a lot of book, lot of articles, and he's one of the best economist who write about the about economy. Okay, so another book written by him is the Nehru Developmental Model. In this book he mentioned the economic policies taken by Nehru, and on the basis of that economic policies, what were the post Nehru policy making. Okay, and at the last I would like to say a book, I came upon a lighthouse. You know, this book is written by Shantanu Naidu, and it is a short memoir of his life with Ratan Tata. Okay, this book is important because, you know, unfortunately we lost Ratan Tata last year. That's why this book is important. So I'm winding up the class part first here only. I will come with the second part as soon as possible before prelims. So have a best luck, and before you go, please subscribe our channel. Okay, and share as much as possible so that your friends can have the same benefit. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.